Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Gail.
And we're sitting in the beautiful Grand Hall of the Chicago Union train station.
And we are about to embark on an overnight trip to Washington, D.C. by train.
Right, by train. And this train is called the Capital Limited. Right now it's about just a little bit after 6 o'clock. Our train leaves at 6:40 p.m. and we'll be traveling overnight and arriving in D.C. about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So how's it a bit different from the earlier trains we've taken on Amtrak?
Well, this one's a little bit different. But so far we've taken trains, our overnight trains have been on in the sleeper class in roomettes. And we've always had a room to ourselves. On this train...
And a bed.
In a bed, yeah. And this train, because we got an Amtrak seat sale, which just applied to coach class, we are going to be traveling by coach overnight. So we'll be sitting in just seats to see what that's like on an overnight trip.
Mm-hmm. It does give us a basis for comparing and contrasting that we can share with you when we've done this.
And we're hoping we'll be able to report back to you about what the differences are as we go along. So I think that's about it. We're just going to wait now for our train to be called so we can head down to the tracks and board the train. And I guess we'll see you in Washington, D.C. soon enough.
We're hoping. Okay, see you.
Bye-bye. Here we are again. Welcome to Washington, D.C. We're in the Washington Union Station right now. It's yet another grand hall. We'll be showing you a couple more snaps of that. But here we are.
It's Tuesday afternoon at about 20 to 2. We left about 18 hours ago on Monday night from Chicago at about 20 to 8. So it was a fairly painless ride, I thought.
Yeah. And as a reminder, we were riding in coach class overnight. I don't know. I think I had a fairly good night's sleep. It sort of folded out into a little bit of a lounge chair in a way.
Almost like a dentist chair.
Yeah.
You had like a foot rest that came from under your knees all the way down, and it reclined quite comfortably.
Yeah.
I thought there was ample room for our feet, and even our little day bag that we were carrying. It would be much more generous than on an airplane, for example, just to draw a comparison. And at the end, when we tried to get our things together, we were able to stand up and have a working space. So I thought that was really good. I thought the people who traveled in our coach were very respectful and quiet. And
washrooms were good.
Yeah.
Everything. The only possible downside, I think, would be the food. The cafe car was pretty perfunctory stuff. It was basically just microwaved packaged food. So
served in the package.
Yeah. Good beer. You can get beer there, but other than that, I think it'd be probably if you had the opportunity to pick up even a Subway sandwich before you set on board, that would probably be a better option. The scenery was pretty much, it was not as expected, I don't think. It was, we somehow expect to be more urban in quality, but we might have missed part of that because the train did pass through Cleveland and Toledo.
David missed it. I was awake for much of the night, although it was quite interesting it was interesting to see the urban spaces lit up. So I know we did go through Toledo, for example. But once the sun came, and we were in Maryland and on the border of West Virginia. It was beautiful, rolling hills and farmland, lots of trees and creeks and bluffs. So very pretty. We were quite close to the Shenandoah National Park, State Park. I'm sorry, I don't know.
And it really broke into, I guess you'd call the early suburbs of the city only about a half an hour before we arrived here. So the other thing is, I guess it was a half an hour late arriving here. We started off an hour late, actually, because there was trouble with one of the windows in the sleeper car.
And also the train was waiting for another connecting train, which Amtrak will do, which is actually good for people if they're running a bit
good to know
behind.
About. Yeah, for sure. And they must have made up about a half an hour because we arrived only a half an hour late. So anyways, we're going to head off now. We're going to head off to our hotel, and then we've got an afternoon to do some sightseeing around town.
Can't wait because we haven't seen it before.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.